Welcome back to Health for You. Today, we're diving into one of the most overlooked but incredibly powerful nutrients your body needs to function properly: iodine. This trace mineral might be small in quantity, but its impact on your health is absolutely massive. From supporting your thyroid and metabolism to reducing cysts and helping balance hormones, iodine plays a role in almost every system of the body. Yet many people don't even realize how essential it truly is. So let's explore together what iodine does for you, what happens when you don't have enough of it, and the best ways to make sure your body is getting the right amount. What exactly is iodine? Iodine is known as a trace mineral, which means the body only needs it in tiny amounts, usually measured in micrograms rather than milligrams. But don't let the small quantity fool you. This mineral is indispensable for life. Every single cell in your body needs iodine to function. Brain development in infants depends heavily on iodine. A deficiency during pregnancy or early childhood can lead to serious problems, including poor cognitive development. Reproductive organs such as the breasts, ovaries, uterus, prostate, and testicles require iodine. Larger breasts, for instance, demand more iodine for healthy tissue support. Detoxification also depends on iodine. It helps protect against heavy metals like mercury that may enter the body through shellfish or environmental exposure. Blood sugar and insulin regulation are influenced by iodine, which means it can ease the stress on the body in people struggling with insulin resistance or diabetes. And perhaps most importantly, iodine is essential for the thyroid gland, which controls metabolism. Without iodine, your thyroid cannot produce enough thyroid hormones, and your metabolism can slow down dramatically, sometimes by 50% or more. Thyroid hormones and iodine. Your thyroid produces hormones called T4 and T3. These numbers represent the number of iodine molecules attached to the hormone. T4 has 4 iodine atoms, and T3 has 3. Here's how it works. The thyroid first releases T4, an inactive form. The liver and kidneys then convert T4 into T3, which is the active hormone that powers your metabolism, energy, and many body processes. This conversion process depends on both iodine and other trace minerals like selenium. If your liver, kidneys, or gallbladder aren't functioning well, your body may struggle to make this conversion, leading to hypothyroid symptoms, even if your thyroid gland is normal. This is why iodine should always be seen as part of a holistic picture. It doesn't act alone. It works together with other minerals, organs, and systems to keep your metabolism stable and your body healthy. Why are so many people deficient in iodine? Despite its importance, iodine deficiency is widespread. There are both direct causes and indirect causes. Poor soil quality. Modern farming practices replace nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium in the soil, but rarely replenish trace minerals like iodine. Unless you live close to the ocean, your food likely contains very little iodine. Low salt or non-iodized salt diets. Many people avoid salt for health reasons or use only natural salts that don't contain added iodine. Without iodized salt, their intake may be far too low. Overconsumption of cruciferous vegetables. Cruciferous vegetables like broccoli, kale, or cabbage can block small amounts of iodine. While they are very healthy, eating them in extremely large quantities without balancing iodine intake can contribute to deficiency. Environmental endocrine disruptors. Chemicals such as pesticides, herbicides, fungicides, and even heavy metals like mercury and fluoride compete with iodine and block its receptors. One major culprit is bromide. Interestingly, iodine used to be added to flour products in the past, but since the 1970s it was replaced with bromide, which actually blocks iodine absorption. Today, common foods like bread, pasta, and crackers may worsen iodine deficiency. Hormonal imbalances. High estrogen levels, such as during pregnancy, hormone replacement therapy, or from birth control pills, can interfere with iodine absorption and increase the body's need for more iodine. Even certain foods like unfermented soy can act like estrogen in the body, making the problem worse. Liver and gallbladder issues. If the liver is damaged or the gallbladder isn't producing enough bile, the conversion of T4 to T3 doesn't happen efficiently. Stress and high cortisol levels also interfere, further lowering iodine's effectiveness. Symptoms of iodine deficiency. How do you know if your body is running low on iodine? The symptoms can be diverse and often mistaken for other conditions. Here are some of the most common signs: weight gain and metabolism. Problems. A sluggish thyroid caused by iodine deficiency often leads to weight gain across the body. Fatigue and brain fog. You may feel constantly tired, unrefreshed even after sleep, or struggle with concentration and memory. Reproductive health issues. Fibrocystic breast disease, ovarian cysts, prostate enlargement, and menstrual cycle problems like heavy or irregular periods can all be linked to iodine deficiency. Thyroid disorders, goiter, enlarged thyroid, thyroid nodules, or hypothyroidism. Skin and gland issues, dry skin, dry eyes, or dry mouth because glands aren't producing enough fluids. Mental health concerns. Low iodine has been linked to depression, reduced IQ, and in severe cases, developmental disorders. Other health problems. Migraines, miscarriages, stillbirths, and even certain cancers like breast or stomach cancer have associations with low iodine intake. The connection between iodine and hormonal conditions. One of the most fascinating roles of iodine is how it interacts with estrogen. Too much estrogen blocks iodine receptors, reducing its effectiveness. This can explain why many women experience thyroid or cyst-related issues during times of high estrogen, such as pregnancy or hormone therapy. Conditions like PCOS, polycystic ovary syndrome, often involve cysts, irregular cycles, and insulin resistance. While conventional treatment focuses on medications like metformin, addressing iodine deficiency may help ease some of these symptoms naturally. Similarly, fibrocystic breast disease, characterized by painful, lumpy breasts, often improves when iodine intake is increased. This shows just how deeply this trace mineral is tied to reproductive health. Food sources of iodine. There are natural food sources of iodine, but due to soil depletion, they are not always reliable. Here are a few examples. Strawberries. You'd need around 11 cups daily to meet the iodine requirement. Eggs. Around 6 eggs per day would provide enough iodine. Yogurt. 2 large cups daily could work. Seaweed or sea kelp. By far the richest natural source, but not always a common food in every diet. Because these amounts are unrealistic for most people, supplementation is often recommended. The best way to supplement iodine. When it comes to supplementation, not all iodine is equal. Taking very high doses of synthetic iodine is not ideal because the body doesn't absorb it well, and it may even cause side effects. Instead, plant-based sources like sea kelp are highly effective. Sea kelp contains iodine naturally, along with other trace minerals such as selenium, which are necessary for proper thyroid hormone conversion. The body absorbs plant-based iodine far more efficiently than isolated chemical forms. Typically, 3-6 capsules of sea kelp daily, each around 500-600 milligrams, can provide a safe and effective way to restore iodine levels without overwhelming the system. Because it's food-based, the absorption is gentle and balanced, supporting long-term health. A word of caution. While iodine deficiency is harmful, too much iodine can also create problems, especially for people with autoimmune thyroid diseases like Hashimoto's. That's why it's important to aim for balance and, ideally, monitor iodine intake with the help of healthcare testing. The goal is not massive doses, but steady, plant-based intake over time. Final thoughts. Iodine may be a trace mineral, but its influence stretches across the body, from metabolism and energy to reproductive health and mental clarity. Deficiency can lead to a cascade of issues like weight gain, fatigue, cysts, thyroid nodules, or PCOS. By understanding its role, avoiding endocrine disruptors, managing stress, and ensuring you get iodine through diet or supplementation, you can restore balance and protect your long-term health. So, if you've been struggling with fatigue, unexplained weight gain, or recurring cysts, iodine might be the missing link. Always consider the big picture. It's not just about the thyroid, but how iodine works with your entire body. Thank you for watching Health for You. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more science-backed health insights that can change your life.